Hello and welcome to Vectorworks Spotlight Quick Start Guide. I am not going to belabor it. We'll jump right into it. So here we go into the Vectorworks Spotlight 2020 screen. Now, what I would like to do is let's go ahead and draw a few shapes. Let's start looking at our basic tool palette over here. And we have a variety of options for how we can interact with and draw shapes, right? And we have discussed already that we have mouse zoom, so just the scroll wheel. Our little hand over here pulls our hands around, and that the pointer tool, which is our selection tool, is our default tool. So what I'm going to do right now is we're just going to do a couple of simple shapes, a couple little simple things, and what I'll do is I'll draw a line. So to draw a line, all I have to do is click once, and then I can determine where I want to draw the other end of my line. And I click again, and that terminates that line command. Now, if I want to draw another line, I can just click again, and then I can just move my mouse away to wherever I want that line to be. But you'll notice that Vectorworks is helping me out a little bit, right? It's helping me out by saying, look, do you want to draw a horizontal line? Do you want to draw a vertical line down? Do you want to draw a vertical line up? Do you want to draw a vertical line off to the side? Where do you want to draw it? In addition to that, my Vectorworks is showing me some angle options, right? So it's showing me that that's a 30-degree angle, right? Or a 45-degree angle, or a 45-degree angle this way, or a 45-degree angle this way. It's all based on the common right dimensions, right? So 45 degrees between the top and the bottom. Now, if your application is not showing you that information, it comes very easily from this snapping command area over here, right? And if we hover over this says snap to angle. Now I can turn that off. There's no blue box around it, so now it's turned off. So now when I draw a line, it's not going to constrain me to any angle. It doesn't offer me any tips or any help about what angle I might be drawing on. So that said, I will say that this is a very good feature to leave turned on. It is rare that I need to turn it off. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my snap to angle back on, and now I can draw a line, and it will give me horizontal, vertical, and angular dimensions, right? Now there are other shapes that I can draw over here as well. Why don't we click on the rectangle tool, and the rectangle is going to draw just a rectangle. I click once, and I pull my cursor off to the side, whichever way I want to go, wherever I would like that rectangle to be. And when I find where I want it to be, I click again, and that will draw a rectangle. Here, let's just draw another rectangle. Let's draw a square this time. Yes, so I'm able to draw that shape. If I would like to draw a circle, I will draw the center point in this mode and pull it out, and that makes a circle with that radius, right? I can draw another circle, and if I want, I can draw an ellipse, and the ellipse will draw in that mode, and we'll talk about tool modes here in just a moment. But this is how I can draw various shapes. Now, if I am unhappy with where an object is, all I need to do is to go to my selection tool, click once to select the object, hover over the object until I get that crosshair, and you can see the crosshair, and then I can drag the object to wherever I want. And I can hover over that cross at the corner, and I can drag it by that corner, or I can drag it by this corner, right? So it's that little crosshair, and you can see that black crosshair right where my mouse is, right, that allows me to reposition an object. Now, if I hover over one of these blue smart cursor points, you'll see that my little crosshair changes to a diagonal arrowed line. The diagonal arrow line is it will allow me to resize an object. So now I can change where that corner is. And again, it's a click, drag, or a click, and then a click again. It's a double click, right? So I click on it once, and that's going to allow me to change it, and I click again, and it finishes the command. And if I want to move it, I can just drag it and move it around, right? So this is how we draw some simple shapes that it applies to all of them. Here I'm able to move that line, and here I can change its endpoint. The same thing with the circle. If I hover over the middle, I move it by its center, or if I get the diagonal arrow, I can change its radius. What I would like you to do is to go ahead and draw some rectangles, draw a few lines, draw some circles, some ovals, just kind of generally play around and have some fun. If there is a shape that you are disinterested in keeping or modifying, you may click on it, hit the delete key on your keyboard, and that will erase that object. And that's what I had for this video, and I will see you again very soon.